evening, ghosts, goblins, ghouls, and other monsters. Welcome to the Baroness Midnight Horror Review. This is an 18 plus recommended channel. It's for horror movie lovers. So if horror is not for you, it's not too late to turn around.
Are We Not Cats, 2016. Written and directed by Xander Robin. Starring Michael Patrick Nicholson and Chelsea Lopez.
I was so pleasantly surprised by this one. I honestly just came across it surfing through a streaming service. I think it might be on Tubi or Prime, but I just kind of came across it and it is absolutely magnificent. First off, I want to tell you that this movie has nothing to do with cats. So if you're at all worried about that, there was absolutely no cats harmed in the making of this film. At the core of this movie is a romance film, and a really good one. I typically really don't like romance movies. I really don't like many other genres other than horror. I actually find mainstream romance and rom-coms and things of that nature to be really offensive, and what I find to be horrific are societal norms. I find, at least in horror movies, it's meant to be horrific, so I'm more open to a horrific experience. The movie is a romance centered around two people. One of the individual has traits of trichophagia disorder and the other of excoriation disorder, which I don't think that they make any reference to verbally in the film, but if you know anything about these disorders, then you might recognize them. And also, if you're a person that has one of these or both of them, then this might be a triggering or offensive film to watch. But for me, as they never mention diagnosis in the film, and because it's so extreme and where it goes, I really enjoyed so many aspects of this movie, and mostly the love connection. I really bought into it. I really felt it. For anyone who might feel a little bit different, it was really real to me and something that I personally connected with. I'm a person that's not neurotypical. I've often struggled socially for a variety of reasons, but I also struggle with relationships and finding love. And there was something really relatable about these two characters and the way that they find each other and the love that they share, even though it's different in a societal sense. It's really beautiful to watch. And honestly, this could pass as a indie rom-com kind of movie, and a really good one, if you took away all the really intense body horror. But with it, it's a really awesome indie kind of romance with really intense, awesome body horror. And I'd like to mention this truly is some of the most intense, graphic, creative body horror I've ever seen. I really enjoy body horror. It's a favorite genre of mine. It always has been. I'm really stimulated by seeing body stuff. I think the human body is so cool. I grew up watching the Learning Channel, which now is like reality television. But back when I was a kid, it had a lot of operations. In fact, we used to call it the Operation Channel, but I used to watch that all the time just because I thought it was so cool to see body horror, really. But it's even more fun to see it in a horror movie because it's not real. And this movie really takes us far in the body horror department. I've actually never been taken to this place before with the content it's around. I'm not going to share too much about that because I gave a little bit. If you know, you know, and if you don't, maybe just go in not knowing. But it is really gross. Like, I never get grossed out in horror movies. It takes me a lot. But I just watched this one again a few days ago and I actually almost got sick from watching it. I love it so much, but honestly, it takes it that far. And it really is so unique in the kind of body horror that it presents. I've really never seen anything like it. And mixed with this really beautiful, unique romance, it's really a blend that's unforgettable. It's wonderful to watch. It's gross mixed with lovey feelings, and it's really a fun experience. I don't want to give you much more for Are We Not Cats because I think part of the fun is not knowing much about it. So I'll leave you at that. If you look it up on Google, sometimes Google gives a brief description, kind of summarizes like you might like this because, and for this one, it said, you might like this because this movie is heartfelt, gross, and bizarre. And I really think it got it right with that summary. If you like those things, you might really like this movie, and I would really love to hear about your experience with it in the comments. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, thumbs up those videos, and comment. See you soon.